Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, between the Laker girls, the purple and gold, all the banners, all the celebs, you better stay focused.
Ed, are you reading my mind right now? There's a reason why I'm late to the game. Those Hollywood parties, nothing better. But let's get it on the court.
No distractions here tonight. Let's do this thing. Nothing going here on that drive. With a drop step. How you practice. Leads to that nice pump fake. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
Clippers have got it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
Leonard, he's got it for three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from D.
Lakers ball. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
James into the front court. 5-point game. Leonard. That his 3rd 3 in this first quarter alone.
And the defense has to push up on the offensive player. Don't let him have clear vision of the basket.
LeBron into the front court. Margins 8. LeBron James, 3 for 4. Good start.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 84% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Knocks down the second free throw. Hits all 3 free throws. LBJ with it. Fights through traffic to slam it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First free throw is good. That one won't go. One more to come. And he missed the free throw. 1 for 3 on that try. Here's Rondo with it. Down 8. To Cousins. Gets a look. Can't hit.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Danny Green sets him up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Here's Leonard for 2. To James. Throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Great look and vision. Leonard on fire to start this one. 4 threes in this first quarter alone.
And I love this offense in the playbook. It's called give him the ball and get out the way.
Cleans it up. Offensive board to James. Here's a chance from long range. Look out. Anthony Davis with the slam.
Brow down, Ed, when you come into my town.
Wow, you rhyming right there?
Obviously.
Timeout called here by the Clippers. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Leonard. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. LeBron into the front court. Down 5. Over to the right side. Caldwell Pope. To James. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. That's a 24-second violation. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Leonard buries the 3. JaVale McGee, deep right corner. James, good sign that time, Jay, as they get one to go down. But now let's see if they can get a stop on the other end.
If you're looking at this game like you're looking at your week, it's the first quarter, which means that it's Monday. It's early. Just because you had a bad Monday doesn't mean you can't have a great Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Were you the kind of person who always had that case of the Mondays?
No, it's always Friday, my friend.
That's the way to do it. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. To Caldwell Pope. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. James. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Clippers are out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
Tonight, everyone gets free pizza.
JaVale McGee able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Kyle Kuzma. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Leonard. He was all over him. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
It's LeBron. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Paul George to Beverly. Fires the 3, and Patrick Beverly plays with so much confidence. Zero hesitation, knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get 3 shots here, shooting 66% in this contest, and hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. And he hits all 3 free throws. It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
James, there's the toss. Flushes down the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Leonard. Wow, 7 threes in this first half alone. This could be an all-time performance.
And the record is only 13. He's better than halfway there. But as a shooter, you have to remain lost in the battle. And you're only as good as your last shot. Don't beat that record, destroy it.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
To Beverly. Anthony Davis rejects it. Beverly.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here, shooting 77% so far in this one. First one goes down. It's a second, one more coming. Off the mark, 2 for 3 on this trip. Gets it in the right corner. Anthony Davis matched up with Paul George. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Davis. James. And it's George there for the rebound. Leonard. Cousins has the rebound. Across the timeline comes James. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Caldwell Pope. James. Davis. Anthony Davis. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Leonard to Beverly. Leonard. Man, that was a tough shot.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
LBJ. The pass taken away by the Clippers. Shot from the lane won't go. And he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. So he hits the first, misses the second. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Pick up. To George. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
It's James controlling the offense.
Here we go.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. First one, count it. Able to convert. On both free throws. To Leonard. LeBron James swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
LeBron with it up top. Down a bundle. Fires the three. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
DeMarcus Cousins. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. James into the front court. His guys down big. Davis can't connect. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
In the slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Leonard to Paul George. Strong finish for Paul George.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Kyle Kuzma. James. Kyle Kuzma. No good. That's great defense. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. And a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. LeBron James. Tough matchup against George. 4-3. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Danny Green to Cousins. Oh, he had him there for a second. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 3. Los Angeles Clippers are in the penalty.
It's George with the rebound. Here's a steal. Dangerous pass. To James. Kicks it outside. Cousins. And George able to gobble up the rebound. PG lets it fly. Paul George. With that, he's 5 for 9.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And a nice finish at the rim. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
LeBron matched up with Paul George. McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. George in a matchup with Boogie. For 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count the basket at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
James in a matchup with Harkless. Defense making the ball handler work. To Kyle Kuzma, beyond the arc for 3. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
It goes down.
The assist from number 21, Patrick Beverly.
That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To George. Slams it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
DeMarcus Cousins. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Williams to Harkless. Anthony Davis tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Williams.
Watch that cutter.
To Harkless. No, I missed a short one there. Caldwell Pope to Cousins. scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good to cap off the three-point play as they draw a tiny bit closer. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Kawhi Leonard trying to cash in on a three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight.
Good shot.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Ivica Zubac snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Kyle Kuzma. Harkless. To Leonard. Easy path to the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Mo Harkless. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Oh, had him going there for a second. Clippers have got it.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And the Lakers have the rebound. To Danny Green. DeMarcus Cousins. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
This is what we call turning up here in the second half. I don't know what was said during the timeout or during the team huddle, but this player has really started to come out and play with purpose in the second half.
Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down. To Harkless. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. LeBron into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Clippers have it.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Runner's good there. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Subbing in for LA, number 23, Louis Williams. 1 minute remaining in the...
Here's James with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I think the defender had absolutely zero chance on that play.
George to Leonard. And scores. Strong take.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lakers at the controls right now. It's James. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's good. And one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Oh, here we go.
it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Count it. Old-fashioned three-point play. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.